All right, welcome. Today, we're tackling a massive topic, one that's on everyone's mind. How do you actually thrive when AI is changing, well, everything? It's not just about surviving the shift, it's about thriving. And we're going to zero in on two skills that are honestly becoming your most powerful assets. So let's get into it. Okay, so before we go any further, just a quick heads up. This is actually part 7 of a 15-part brief overview of a really comprehensive research report by Virtualization Options LLC. And as you can probably guess, what we're talking about here is just a tiny fraction of what's in that full report. So think of this as just scratching the surface. So let's just get real for a second. Does the speed of AI right now feel, well, a little overwhelming? It's kind of like trying to drink from a fire hose, right? Every week, every month, there are new tools, new updates, new things you're supposed to know. If you're feeling that pressure, trust me, you are absolutely not alone. And here's the thing. This isn't like learning the internet or getting your first smartphone. That was a one-time shift. This is different. The source material makes it super clear. AI is a constant rolling wave of disruption. It just keeps coming. And because of that, your ability to adapt, that's no longer a nice-to-have skill. Right now, it is your single most valuable asset, period. And look, this isn't just a hunch or some kind of theory. The numbers are in and they back this up completely. Research from Accenture found this incredibly strong link between how adaptable a company's workforce is and how well they actually succeed with AI. It's a direct line. The more adaptable the people are, the better the results. It really is that straightforward. Okay, so if adaptability is so crucial, where does it even start? Well, it's not about learning a new software first. Nope. It starts right up here, in your mindset. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how you see this whole thing, moving away from seeing AI as a threat and instead seeing it as a partner. And this is where it gets really interesting, drawing on Carol Dweck's famous research. Think about it. If you have a fixed mindset, you believe your skills are what they are. So, of course, AI looks like competition, a threat coming to take your place. But if you have a growth mindset, you believe you can learn and develop new skills. And suddenly, AI isn't a competitor anymore. It's a partner. It's a tool that can help you get better. You see how that one little shift in perspective just changes the entire game? And this quote just nails it. They view AI not as competition, but as a powerful tool for expanding their own capabilities and accomplishments. I mean, that's the whole ballgame right there. People with this mindset aren't scared. They're actually excited because they see this as a way to level up their own abilities and do things they couldn't do before. Okay, so we've got the growth mindset as our foundation. That's step 1. Now, on top of that, we build the next critical piece, personal resilience. This is the how-to. It's the practical, real-world stuff that helps you handle the ambiguity and, let's be honest, the stress that comes with all this constant change. So what does being resilient actually look like? Well, first, it means getting comfortable with ambiguity, being okay with not knowing everything all the time. Next, it's about cognitive flexibility, basically not being so rigid in your thinking that you can't pivot when things change. Then there's a huge one, building a support network. You can't do this alone. You need people to bounce ideas off of. And finally, you have to embrace experimentation. Just play with the tools. See them as low-stakes sandboxes, not some big, scary final exam. But, and this is a big but, this can't all fall on you as an individual. That's not fair, and it's not effective. Leaders have a huge part to play here. You can't just send out a memo that says, be more adaptable. It doesn't work like that. You have to actively build a culture where it's safe for people to try things, to learn, and even to fail. And the report lays out a brilliant 4-step playbook for leaders. Step 1, start small. Get people using simple, low-stakes AI tools just to build up some confidence. Step 2, and I love this one, leaders have to learn publicly. Share what you're trying. Share your mistakes. That makes it safe for everyone else. Step 3, celebrate the effort, not just the wins. Reward the process of adapting, not only the perfect result. And finally, step 4, you've got to give people the resources. That means the time, the training, and the tools to actually do all this. So let's pull all these threads together. What's the bottom line here? In a world that is constantly being reshaped by AI, your ability to adapt isn't just another bullet point on your resume. It's becoming the master key. It's the one skill that unlocks all the other ones. And this is the main point I want you to walk away with. We have to stop calling adaptability and resilience soft skills. That term just doesn't cut it anymore. These are essential survival skills for the AI age. I'm going to say that again.
survival skills. Your future success is probably going to depend more on how well you can adapt than on any specific technical thing you know how to do right now. So, I want to leave you with a challenge, a way to put that growth mindset into action, like right now. Forget about trying to master everything. Just ask yourself this: what is one small, simple experiment you can run with an AI tool this week? The goal isn't to be perfect, it's just to learn one new thing. What's it going to be? Thanks for tuning in.